Heard it again.
Yeah, and she answered again. And she answered again. All right, so.
Damn, better late than that.
All right. Welcome to another episode of The Other Side of Vegas. I'm your host, Roy Evans.
Bruno Browning.
The man in the middle, my man Mikeytown of Souleil, San Diego, representing, building.
Thank you for having me.
First off, let's get it popping.
Up in the Soulsupplement Lab. I hate when people say lab.
Cheers.
We need
Cheers,
like 3 of
gents.
these right now.
Man.
Cheers to the people on the Facebook chat room and also on Twitch.
God damn.
This is Soleil live on the other side of Vegas.
Man, you running your mouth.
He said you right.
Handle that. I got to double up.
You know what? I ain't mad at you. That's what I said. We need more.
Oh, that's clean.
Oh, this,
Yeah, that's clean.
this should be.
Yeah, it should
right?
be like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Yeah.
hookers drank all my shit for my birthday. Boy, got me one for my birthday, man. I was like, can we have that? I said, God damn. I tell you, I drank too much.
Cheers again.
Much love.
Woo.
Soleil live.
I'm about to creep
time.
on up.
Gentlemen.
Bam, bam, bam. Double up. That's right. I said it.
Hey, that's good.
That's a good one.
Put hair on the chest.
That is good.
All righty.
That's grown man shit right there.
Now that we've gotten through all the technical difficulties,
And what next?
like a motherfucker. God damn it. You know what?
So, for you guys that don't know out there, if something happens on any kind of DJ setup, for me, it will go wrong sideways during your set. So let's say the music skips.
Yeah, man.
That shit's called a Mikeytown. Cause that shit always happens to me. It doesn't matter if you listen to your favorite DJ. If you're playing, if the homie's playing, if something skips, the record skips, the CDG, the software jacks up, that shit's called a Mikeytown. So, all of you out there who are gigging either virtually now, however you're doing it, if your music fucks up, that's called a Mikeytown. Cheers.
Yamas.
It's washed down at their reposado.
Proudly sponsored to all my Soleil Live viewers, Monkey Bizzness.
Looks like
Hit
you're
up,
a
hit up my man Roy Evans, CFO,
Little monkey
CEO.
business nutcrackers jumping off right now.
Boy, I tell you what.
Yeah.
After the name, motherfucker, would do.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
it.
I'm getting
Yeah.
texts from fools saying, Mikeytown, monkey business, this is gonna be a show.
It's been a show even before we started.
Man.
Even before we
I
started.
mean, besides being like 40 minutes late, and I was like, I just pull the plug. Like,
Right.
you know what, fuck it. So first off, who is Mikeytown, right? So for all three of y'all that may have remembered the show we did in San Diego, this is maybe 2 years ago now.
At the World Center thing?
At the World
World Beat Center.
Yep.
Yeah.
We interviewed the Soleil crew, and you frappling.
Yeah, a little bit.
We interviewed the Soleil crew, and Mikey wasn't there. He was on wrangling duties with the incomparable. I almost said the wrong name, David Harness.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So that's why you hear that name, but if you saw that interview, he wasn't there. But more importantly, my man, he comes back and forth, and we decided to take an opportunity to make up for that,
Right.
which I greatly appreciate you. You know,
don't eat so much Latai.
Right.
a
Another
prereq.
corporate sponsor. If you're in Vegas, go downtown and eat Latai.
That's right.
Trust us.
it's a prereq.
It's a prereq. Right?
And I'll add a scavenger hunt to that. Find a short rib grilled cheese sandwich.
Ooh.
I'm not even gonna say where.
Right. And
But if you find it, hit me up.
Yep.
Unless you already know, you're gonna be an
Right,
asshole and be
right.
like,
I
oh,
know. Yeah, don't forget the sauce.
Always a good time.
but yeah. So Mikeytown is down with the Soleil crew, San Diego, which is consists of a la Chris Herrera, and this is three of you guys, right?
On the decks, yes.
There used to be there's another guy.
It was Omar. Actually, we just had Omar yesterday on the show.
Last name start with a P, right?
Paraíso.
There it is.
Mr. Paradise.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
you met him.
Yeah.
First met him
at Candela's.
At Candela's at a
Yeah.
dive show, and he was playing some old school disco, and
Slayed it.
Hey, don't forget Candy now.
Fucking
I was
slayed.
getting there.
I'm like,
I was getting.
she may listen to the lay, but she,
I was getting there.
Big ups to Candy.
Yeah, big ups, big ups. She is our bulldog, and I
Love
call
her
her a
all
bulldog
for-
because she keeps motherfuckers in check when we are not able to do that, right? We all have to play a persona, and
somebody's gotta be that guy.
that's
She does it well.
That
She does
is
it
our
well.
bulldog. She handles a lot of the background stuff. Again, shout outs to our moderator of our shows. She handles all the merch. She does a lot of the hostess duties, if you will. Yeah, so
And
yeah.
bouncing probably if she needed to.
I've had her definitely put motherfuckers in check in the booth.
That's
Right. It's like, this is not VIP, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Right? You ain't keeping your shopping bags and your fucking mama's coat and all this other shit in the fucking you know the deal. This is like if I can go check in this motherfucker.
So a lot of motherfuckers it does.
Right. I'm just saying.
phone
So
charges.
again, back to my point. So there's three of us, a la Chris Herrera, myself, and Candy in the background. So there's four of us. But they did kind of back to where Soulei came from. It stemmed from an idea from Javier, who is no longer part of us, but still with us in spirit. He ran a club in San Diego, had an idea of doing a day party, and it stemmed from the San Diego sun, soul. If you translate Soleil, it means under the sun. So soul under the sun
Yeah,
in French.
yeah.
How fancy.
I mean, you got to come up with something.
You gotta.
Right, you
gotta say that shit.
You got to come up with something, and it works, right?
Like
And
a motherfucker, it works.
it's what it has grown into is sharing soul under the sun, right? Sunday Fun Day.
How many years now?
This year would have been our 10-year anniversary.
Oh, you still count this year?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do it like a 10, 11, 12 once this whole atmosphere clears, right? Yeah, we're coming up on 10 years.
Now, where does Dive In and Soleil start? Because Dive was still going on.
Yes. So, DJ Al and I have a running joke, and actually with Candy and Chris, that Soleil, and it's true, killed Dive.
Damn, that don't sound very funny at all.
Well, it did though.
It did kill Dive.
Yeah, it did.
It's on the real. It killed Dive.
Matter of fact, I want to say right around Bourbon Street. I want to say.
Yes. It killed Dive because Dive was a weekly Saturday night party, right? And coming up with Soleil, you only have a certain amount of budget,
Yeah.
right? So we could do a twofer
Yeah.
with a Soleil or a Dive night party, Soleil day.
Right.
The Soleilers decided we can get both on Sunday and
Yeah.
still recover
Go to work on Monday.
and go to work on Monday.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. And it's been a blessing for Soleil, but
Stuff happens, man.
Yeah.
right. So
Things change.
I mean,
was-
that's Soleil roots.
It was natural progression.
It's
I mean,
and what it
because
is.
Bourbon Street was, it was so different than Dive.
Right.
You know, it was an experience that just really couldn't be denied. It seemed like it took on a life of its own.
Right. And you were not able to experience
No.
Bourbon Street.
I thought SoCal all sucked for a while.
I could,
No, because I used to live in the Bay Area.
Right.
And I was in that Bay Area, NoCal, SoCal thing.
right.
And I was wrong.
right.
I was wrong.
And you witnessed and experienced that it was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
Damn. He said,
It was magic. Bourbon Street was magic for all
And-
of the Soleilers who were not.
Which is kind of hard to imagine because Dive was so dope. You know what I mean? Like, besides it being one of my earlier San Diego experiences,
Right.
period, But then just going back and forth and, Tortured Soul,
Right.
Like all that kind of shit. Like that was like it.
We had Tortured Soul on the back.
And this is what, 8 years ago ish?
Ish, yeah.
Something like that?
Something like that. I would say 2012, 13, something like that.
So I mean, it was
That sounds just good already.
exactly.
Tortured Soul.
It was a different time. It was a different time.
Like dope as fuck.
Right.
And that was my first time seeing them live. So then it was like a week or two afterwards, I went back out to LA to see them at King King.
Yeah.
So that I mean, and that's the thing about, I mean, I don't have to explain house music to people, but it becomes a part of your life. It becomes like these moments in your life.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
That make a huge impact. Yeah, it's fucking bananas. But it was completely different, even though it was already dope by itself.
Right.
And to think, you can't imagine it really getting any better until you experience Bourbon Street. You know what I mean? Because it's a totally different vibe.
Right.
As dope as Candela's was, because Candela's was dope. It's intimate, like you got it in.
Right.
Up close and personal. But Bourbon Street, it was big, but it was outside, and it still was packed, and it was just...
Right, but there was enough room to do you.
It was all of that.
But at the same time, with the roots of Dive, it brought out a different light because it was under the sun.
Yeah, it was just a whole different feeling. A whole other,
Right.
Imagine Gossip Grill in an alley.
I thought it was in LA. I was fucked up when I was there last time.
No, you were actually. So imagine imagine Bourbon Street.
I didn't win. No.
So if
Listen. I got what you're saying.
Right.
In an alley.
Yeah, like if it was open.
Yeah.
right.
I mean, because
So-
Gossip Grill is kind of open.
And actually,
but like just like a bigger
Yeah.
Version.
alley
Right.
type, like if you would,
Proper alley.
yeah.
right.
I knew that I was getting into something good when I was when we were down there. I played AC Lounge that weekend. I hit you up, let you know what's coming by.
Right.
You know me. I ain't looking to get on the guest list. But no. That's
Yeah,
like,
mad love.
I just want to let you know what's coming by. And I had a great weekend. Blah 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 blah. But I knew it was gonna be something. Roy goes, "Yeah, I don't want. Listen now. You're gonna have a good time. I don't want you coming back just hating Vegas." Too late. I was like, man, I hate this place. This place sucks. When he said that, I was like, man, I was at 1015 Folsom, end up, and 97. Man, you don't tell me. I was in the Bay Area. I was,
Right.
And I swear to God, I told him, I was like, you know what it reminded me of? Being back in San Francisco. It was like almost like not the same, but the continuity of the scene. We ain't gonna have a party, but at the same time, you guys had a party because we're stupid.
Right.
We're gonna work together because this shit is house music.
Right.
As much as we can.
Right.
We gotta make our money, but as much as we can.
Right.
Within reason.
We're gonna work. And he wasn't wrong, dude. The whole ride back, I was telling friends, like, man, I think I'm moving to San Diego.
Now,
and he goes, I told you.
Just as a quick sidebar, speaking of Vegas, now that we're open as of last night.
You guys open up the bars, right?
Yeah.
Come 11:59.
Chris Johnson's been open since the lockdown.
That
Good
means
for you, Chris.
That's what I'm saying.
Good for you,
That's
Chris.
what
If
I'm
you're watching
saying.
now, good for you, Chris.
That's what I'm saying.
Good for you.
that means we never
Good for you.
closed.
Good for you.
Just bounce around from mansion to mansion. But tomorrow, Tuesday, Techno Taco Tuesday at Disco Pussy, jumping off on Fremont. Right around the corner from there, you got Funk and Soul Tuesdays with Aaron Black Irish.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, now that we're open, all the usual suspects. Ikaika on Wednesdays.
Wednesday. Hey, Kaika, you got some free decks? I'll come through.
That's right.
And Thursday, you got Lenny Alfonso. And Friday, Unfiltered Soul, Rob Alon and Doug W. And obviously, you got DJ Uncle Ben, Douglas Gibbs, Saturday.
Dougie.
At DCR. And what I'll be doing is, now that we're back open, whatever else is going on that I haven't mentioned, I'll be posting on the other side of Vegas on Instagram. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, I'm about to do it. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification, all that shit.
Black man taking a white
Get it
shower.
in.
See?
And that was big for me. Like, and I just ran right through it.
Huge, man.
That was my impersonation.
You got stoned. You got
Good
stoned.
shit. Hey, what's Los doing?
That was my
Los
DJ Matt Bryan look at me impersonation.
That's it.
That's
Look
bottom.
at me, look at me, look at me.
Look at me, goddammit.
I'm house as fuck.
Hey, what's Los doing?
I hate that shit. Carlos is gonna be opening the usual place on Friday.
All right. I love me some usual place.
So all that shit I'll have lined out for you guys come tomorrow, because this is gonna be a delayed
You owe me a booking,
broadcast.
motherfucker.
Who's that?
Tino, man, we had a gig lined up. I ain't heard shit from him. Hey.
Well, I mean, nobody heard. I mean, you know,
I'm just saying.
we'll handle that.
I'm ready to come down there.
We'll handle that. We'll handle that.
Keep with you, man.
Big ups to my man Tino. Big ups to everybody.
Everybody, man.
Not only everyone that's been chomping at the bit and waiting to get back to their residencies, willing to facilitate the groove for those that are so inclined. But more importantly, everyone that's been, facilitating their passion and doing shit online. I do appreciate the gesture. In one way or another.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
No, there's no rub. There's no rub. There's no lube. There's no backdoor action. This ain't the overlay for the underplay. I do genuinely appreciate it.
No, here it comes.
Yeah. Because as of maybe an hour ago, we decided that I'm gonna go ahead and bust my fucking cherry on some live stream shit.
On Soulei
Soulei.
live
Yeah.
on Twitch.
I'm putting it on my resume. Play Soleil twice.
Now, I want you guys to chime in on this shit, right? Recently, I found myself, explaining why I haven't done it so far,
Okay.
right? And
Take your shirt off.
and it's not that. Oh shit!
He's been getting it in.
No, that's that. He's talking about. See him with this fucking private jokes. There's this dude on the feed that he just be like in his where the kitchen meets the fucking living room with his fucking shirt off, playing his fucking I don't know what the fuck they are, fucking game controllers or some shit. We got sirens going off with deep house. Yo, this shit is.
That's DJ Allah's favorite. Love you, Doc. I
Big
love
ups
you.
to Allah.
I love you, man.
Oh man, fucking crazy. But I found myself, trying to explain why I haven't. And I've turned down even paid streaming gigs, and it's like the reason has changed throughout the past 8 months now.
That's fair.
Before I didn't have anything to say.
Okay.
I wasn't feeling it in that way. I took a break from music. Period. I just wasn't feeling it. But then after a while, it was more like, I felt like I'd be screaming for attention in a sea of noise. Everybody and their mama, every time you scroll, somebody's live.
But everyone's not the same. Unlike popular belief that when this is all over, it'll be in the same place.
That's cute.
Skills is skill, and people, whether people know, whatever, they won't take long to differentiate too. You get wrapped in your head too much.
No, but at the same time,
I get it.
But at the same time, my thing is numb is numb.
Oh shit.
If anything, and I'm not being overly negative, I don't think, I missed that window. You know what I mean? After a while, when everybody and their mom was doing it, it kind of doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but my thing is this, and you may not know this, but we're in Studio B of the fucking Soulsupplement compound.
Indeed.
So could we have more people?
But also to finish that, it segued from that reason, not excuse. I don't do excuses. I'm a grown fucking man. I don't do excuses. But there are reasons. So
He got passionate with that.
my
He
last
got passionate with that one too.
had to make that fucking distinction, But at the same
Right.
He's getting really serious.
House Familiar, if you're ever in Vegas, please hit these two up and you will laugh like this every motherfucking time.
We enjoy ourselves.
Every motherfucking time.
ever so slightly. Just a little bit.
On the fucking side streets of fucking Fremont, right?
No holds barred.
Hey, whatever, man. It's
Fuck
hot
it.
as fuck.
From
Whatever.
choking out to get wilder now. We'll do it.
I had to put my. I'm just saying.
But that's the thing though. So what about? I mean, and that's the other point. That the third point I was going to make is that I didn't already have an entity worth facilitating that.
You think that though?
No, I know that for sure. I mean, I have other entities, but I hadn't put any energy into them. Yeah. That's grown folk business. Yeah. So for me to expect something out of nothing,
you gotta start somewhere.
This is true. I mean, honestly, this is true. Even now, with Soulei entering the whole virtual game, right? We're still struggling, trying to even have our own followers follow us.
Because the numbers are different. You can't get better on the actual the numbers.
For
like
real.
What you play, like what we play in front of, is nowhere near what you're gonna get for streaming.
This is true.
I mean, you want that.
This is true. But back kind of to rebuttal, and I get where you came from as far as holding off. Mm-hmm. Right? Everybody and their mama has a fucking show going on, right? Too many fucking people, right? And it just brought the bedroom DJ to a whole different realm.
It did.
And some people say it was a level playing field. Bullshit.
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 Bullshit. Bullshit.
it's a cute concept though. I mean,
It's cute.
But
what I was gonna get at is this is where the path has taken us, right?
For now.
And if you weren't on that bus, people forgot about you.
But it's easy to get them right back.
provided you had it.
Provided you had it.
Well, you had it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not doubting that.
Yeah.
What I was gonna get at is, it's the game right now, right? You know what I'm saying? And back to that whole don't hate the game, hate the player, whatever. So we're all players in this game.
You gotta do it.
We were having, as Soulei, we're having every once in a while Sunday shows.
Yeah.
But people expected consistency with Soulei, right? We have every Sunday in the summertime.
Yeah.
But we don't have that. So I approached DJ Ala, let's do a Friday show in addition to whenever we can put together a Sunday show.
Good time slot too.
Right. A Sunday show. So, to rebuttal yours, if you have any passion in this game, you gotta play the game that's being played.
Yes.
Right?
And that's the juxtaposition though, because you have the passion for it, but after a while, for the love only goes but so far.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing. Like, it took me a long time to move the studio and stuff, right? And I got it where I was talking to you earlier before the show. We're talking about me doing some test stuff, and I'm getting some technical advice from Mikey. And my thing is, we do not know how long we have to do this.
Right.
So my take was, okay, I'm gonna take my time, get it right, and I'm gonna jump in it. I will either get people where I want, but I get down, so whatever.
Right.
So at the end of the day,
I understand that.
I want to be prepared now, because what if it's another 2 months?
What if it's 2 years?
What if we don't recover, not we recover, but what if we're not gigging, as far as our other parties?
Right.
Then you've waited a long time, and you got, that's why I took time to set my shit up to do it. And that's why I'm going to be bothering you next week, or later on this week, whenever you get off your vacation.
That's it.
Because who knows? That's what's scary. Who the fuck knows? Because I was saying, I don't like to stream. I can't read a crowd. There's no crowd to read.
Right, there's no vibe. I get where you're coming from.
And
it kind of goes back to your point. You held off on doing the virtual thing because it's not real. It's virtual, right? And I understand that. But us as longtime gamers, right? You gotta play this fucking stupid ass game, right? You see the Louis, right? You see, what's it called? Just the big dogs. What's his name? Alan King from the Chosen Few. He goes live. He has 300 people in his chat room. In his fucking chat room, dude.
That's a lot of people, dude.
Right? You get Jazzy Jeff on.
Woo.
Right?
Magnificent pool party.
That's it, dude. And he's even taken to the next step and you got to go to his website so he doesn't get flagged by FB. He doesn't get flagged by IG, right? His shows don't get cut out by Twitch. Right?
I've been saying that.
That's been Roy's biggest.
That was the other part.
I mean,
because I still spent the money to keep my fucking website.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, you know, if I'm gonna do it, I may as well just hold off and make sure that I can do it on my website where I don't have to worry about, you know, all the bullshit from FaceBase.
For a minute now.
But I mean, and in addition to that, you have all this fucking riffraff bullshit mixed up in it. But if you have enough passion and enough, I mean, you know how it goes with the energy you put in, it comes out, right? That's all fucking karma, right? So,
because in the day we gotta play.
That's it. At the end of the day, right? You,
we have to.
Right.
See,
I'm just saying, dude.
But that's the other part, though. When it started with me just not feeling it, that just kind of morphed into this quasi. You know, it's kind of like a byproduct of the time. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling it because we were in the fucking pandemic and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at the same time, I just wanted it to be because I wanted to do it, not because I felt like I had to, which I know it sounds familiar because that's why I didn't produce any fucking music.
I didn't say a word. I was about to.
I knew it was coming.
But I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm just going to go ahead and get out in front of it. I got room for one more tire mark, right? I throw myself under the bus. I don't give a fuck. But the thing is that's why I didn't do those things, because it just didn't feel natural. I don't want to do it because I have to. I want to do it because I fucking want to.
Look how good your first fucking release was.
Luckily,
lucky got shit to do with it.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. All the time I've been in the game, even hard work's got to get lucky. Even hard work's got to get lucky. I personally know basketball players that will run the pros out of the fucking gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things. I mean, we all know someone in some field that's talented than someone that's making a living doing it.
Motherfucker has a point.
You know what I mean?
But I'm saying.
So I'm not going to take that for granted.
You did that, so it stands to reason that you do things a certain way.
No, that happened because I do things a certain way.
Well, so do you apply that to streaming? Check me.
When it feels right.
When it feels right.
Just like when the track came up. Just like when the track came up, that was an opportunity that kind of meshed with the times.
That was extremely special.
So here are the things that are mutually exclusive that tend to coincide every now and then. You know what I mean? Because even things that are mutually exclusive may cross paths. You know? So I didn't want to do it because of how I feel, but at the same time, we had the whole social justice thing going on. You know, and
then you had to.
No, I didn't have to. I didn't have to after my partner came to me and said, "Hey, look, this is something I've been wanting to do for X amount of years." Yeah. You know, so that was personal for you,
partner.
It was personal for you.
Because Greek lives matter.
And then you, but then you came to me.
Exactly. No,
you know what I mean? And you did that at a time where you couldn't do that shit on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, it was just one of those things.
All right.
And then my dumb ass, I go downtown for protesting, and I'm hot as fish grease. I was so fucking angry.
He's doing film recordings. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Using that shit as a hat.
But it just ended up happening, and that's how I've operated.
Yeah, as long as I know.
Way too long.
Yeah, well,
you know what's gonna happen? I bet we kickstart some juices tonight when we force you into streaming.
Yeah, so about that.
Coming to you live on Soulei Live on the other side of Vegas.
When we're done here, we're gonna get it in.
We'll get it in.
And we're gonna play some music.
Yeah, we got him handicapped. He only got 2 decks.
And I gotta play shit I listen to in the car. But you know, we're gonna make it work, and we're gonna have some fucking fun. So, the last joint that I witnessed, that was that 10 anniversary?
Which one was that?
No, this year was 10. So 9.
So 9 year anniversary. Where I'm not gonna go too far left field, but this shit was dope. I'm just gonna say that. You know, this is in San Diego at Well Beat.
I missed that one. Was I there?
No.
Damn, that's bullshit.
Nah.
That sounds like a you problem.
I was probably somewhere else gigging.
That still sounds like a you problem.
Listen, if he was there and I wasn't there, I was definitely somewhere gigging.
So you guys do.
Yeah, it was 9. It was 9.
That was 9.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you know, we go through this shit and everybody's on pause. So right now, what you have going on right now, is it every week, the stream?
Yeah, so every Friday we do at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard. DJ Ala and I are trying to keep the vibes going. And whenever Chris can get it in, for all of you who don't know Chris, we're all day walkers here. He runs a restaurant, right?
Man.
Right. So
Man, I can use some of that.
If you're anywhere near North Park, you gotta check out El Kamal. Like,
shout
I'm
out
just
to
saying.
El Kamal.
I'm just saying.
El Kamal. Right.
Got to.
First time I ate there, I got a check.
Right.
It helps if you play so late.
And right now they were giving margaritas to go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. So shout outs to Chris Herrera and El Kamal in North Park.
That dude cracks me up, dude. He cracks me up. Chris Herrera cracks my ass up.
Yeah.
When I first hung out with him was that doggone Pagosa Springs. That dude was.
When you guys played in
A fucking
Arizona.
memory just came up and I was thinking about
When you
that
guys
shit.
played in Arizona.
Yeah.
I met him before.
No, that was Colorado.
That was the first exposure for you?
I met him, but we like.
No. The
Yeah,
first
yeah.
exposure is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Two different things.
Yeah. And he
Two totally
If all
different
of
things.
you who know Chris Herrera,
He couldn't even get his shoes on. He started out of a tent sideways. It was crazy.
he is Chris Herrera, and there's Friss.
Oh shit.
You guys, you met Friss.
Yeah. He just didn't introduce himself.
So Friss is fucked up Chris.
He told me he's pulling Lou Rob. He could put
Oh, right. Lou, love you, dog. Yeah, so,
It was a good time. It was a good time.
yeah, so you know Chris loves you when he's Friss and he slaps you.
Damn, I wouldn't try that if I was.
No. So
Not when I
everybody
got
knows
money
that
for bail.
he's smashed, right? When he's Friss, and he does a little friendly tap, and you're caught off guard. This motherfucker slapped me, and then the 3 or whoever people who are in this conversation that happened. No. So they call a 20 on that because they know Friss is in the house, not Chris Herrera.
Oh shit.
So back to your memory.
It was a good time.
I have to hear this story about Friss.
You know, it was a 2-night deal, and we weren't playing the first night, but we were there the first night. No, we weren't playing the first night.
This was a
And he
gig in
was-
Flagstaff?
Oh, no, this is Pagosa Springs.
Okay. But it's in Arizona, correct?
Colorado.
Because we were playing.
Right. My bad.
I was sober-ish. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, well, I'm just saying, I'm never sober, but I'm sober-ish. Freaking, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But he was not. He was like, I don't have to play. I'm gonna have a good time. And boy, did he! He had the best time, dude. And we just was chopping it up. He's like, yeah, we've talked. We met down in San Diego. Yeah.
You hung out with Chris. You didn't hang out with Chris. You got to kick it with Friss.
It was a good time.
And I appreciate the light version because, we can't really.
Yeah, we can't go into detail.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
I fucking love that dude, so I'm going to have to keep that. You know? Yeah.
That's for us. That's the little nugget.
I'm gonna talk some shit. This motherfucker, when we played Soleil, he comes up to Francesca and goes, man, Bruno was a good-looking motherfucker. I said, was, motherfucker? What's wrong with you? He goes, you are a handsome motherfucker. I said, what the fuck's wrong with you? What do you mean, was? You must be doing something right. Yeah, motherfucker. You was a good-looking motherfucker, he says. You was. Fucking Herrera, dude. He was stone sober. He was stone fucking sober.
Yeah.
Fucking guy. Fuck you, Chris.
So that was Chris.
That was only Chris right there.
Yeah.
Good time, though. That was a fun weekend, too.
Yeah.
He took care of us at his restaurant. We had a really good time that weekend, man. That was a good night.
Yeah.
Good time.
What was that? City Fest.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
we booked you guys for City
That was
Fest.
a nice
Yeah,
time.
good shit.
It's a
Good
nice
shit.
crowd.
So with the weekly stream, I mean, obviously it's too early to be planning.
It's a good
But
stream.
are you kind of, sorta, in a little bit, like, you know,
What's that?
when we get out the gate,
Oh,
Like on
got
the
some, you know.
you know how I do, man. I mean, if I'm moving 2 people on the dance floor or virtually, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but looking forward, you started that process yet? Because you see, you did stuff with Mannix, big shout out
Right.
to Mannix. You know,
Big ups to Mannix.
Big ups, man.
With Matt
Yeah.
and Ivan, and you see Oscar doing some shit this weekend or something I saw.
What was that, Ivan?
Yeah, Ivan and him and.
Yeah, we played together this past Friday.
Holy
I told
shit.
Matt, I said, he was telling me, I said,
God
I said, you
damn.
had to try to fuck, you had to work hard to fuck that up. He goes, yeah, we'd have to really work hard. But, you know, so you got that. You got Oscar P's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. I saw a flyer where he's doing some live stuff.
Mm.
So people are starting to do something. So are you guys looking towards that? Has that started
Honestly, we haven't had a conversation about when
yet? Yeah.
the gates are open. We have good ties with the Courtyard. Shout outs to the Courtyard.
Oh, yeah.
So it's,
San Diego.
it's not like you're going to get a spot.
No,
Okay.
we don't have to we already have boots on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, Chris does a lot of the legwork as far as getting gigs. Even before this whole thing, a lot of it was because Chris had many, and also Arnell, even before when we were doing gigs with Dive, is finding the venues. We still have those ties.
That's good.
But back to my point, we honestly haven't had a group conversation. All right, so what happens when the floodgates open?
It's got to be getting closer, right? Probably.
Honestly,
The way you guys playing, and you guys are pretty good at making shit happen. At least looking really good and flawless.
Yeah,
Obviously, there's fires being put out.
For sure.
That's just throwing a party.
For sure, but
you guys make it look
honestly, it all depends on how
A million things.
that thermometer moves with how the temperature gauge goes with this whole COVID atmosphere thing,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? So until then, if we have this conversation, this is what we got,
Yeah.
right? And right now, I'm putting my energy into it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping our followers have a good time with it. I mean, you guys have brought on, and
But dude,
you can feel the energy that me and Arnell have put through this. Like, at the end of the day, we're all bedroom DJs,
so yeah, we all
right?
that's-
At the end of the day, we're all bedroom DJs, and we've progressed to things that we deserve, right? And if this is what we have, and I can touch somebody in a chat room,
That's your job.
right? In a chat room, right? I got somebody dancing in the office. I got somebody dancing in their chair, helping their kid on the Zoom homework on a Friday afternoon.
Man, what kind of parents that?
I'm just saying, man. Right? Yeah. But I mean, back to your question. This is what we got.
But you
and-
know,
Yeah.
but how good is that gonna be? Oh my God, I'm telling you, I will be there.
How good is what gonna be?
when we come
When
back
they
out of the
come back.
box.
It's gonna be buck fucking wild, dude. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who we book,
Exactly.
right? And honestly,
Don't read too much of that, people.
it's not even about who we book. It's about bringing back
Soleil.
Soleil
Yeah.
underneath the San Diego sun, right?
Because
The Sunday fun,
That's a whole.
the whole Sunday fun day thing. I mean, I can't wait.
Oh my God, it's gonna be good.
I can't
I'm gonna drive
wait.
past him Ramada this
Oh,
time.
I can't wait. I mean, I know people are itching. I'm itching, right? That this big vein right there needs something a little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna be something, man.
And then with having the graceful good luck of finding good people to work with at the Courtyard. Shout outs to Justin, who always works with us about getting gigs. Yeah, that venue, man, that venue screams Soleil.
I haven't been there yet.
It's not the back alley of Bourbon Street, but it's sharing soul underneath the sun on a Sunday,
Yeah.
right?
what
That's
it's
it,
about.
man. That's
I'm looking forward to that one. I haven't made it there yet. I'm looking
that's it right there. That's, I mean, bottom line. if I could bring a piece of that on a Friday when we do our shows, or like last night when we did it from the office at Courtyard, or even last week when they did the stream from the rooftop. All right, if we can bring a little piece to that to whatever you're streaming from, your computer, your phone, your TV, because you got the Google stream going to your TV.
Yeah.
Chromecast.
And I admit, like, there's nobody professional from my work that knows I'm on here, so whatever. Motherfuckers, I'm high. This motherfucker, I'm high and I'm drunk. So, whatever.
You know what? You full of shit.
You okay,
because
John?
because
The
because
tables
both
are
of y'all motherfuckers is bullshitting.
That's because I can't play drunk, fool.
Since when?
I'm a professional.
Professional
Full of
what?
shit ass.
Professional
Yo.
what? Shit talking motherfucker.
That is a given.
The motherfucker that was just sober-ish. That shit don't even make no sense.
Man, you know what I like.
You don't even know me like that.
Well, shit, but okay, that's off-camera action, goddammit.
But you got a little sprinkle. You got a little sprinkle.
I said my
You got a little sprinkle.
You act like you're Father War. You didn't think about it. Oh, we have the worst times we hang out.
I'm sorry, Ma.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Ma.
man.
I'm fucking around.
See, it's an angry Polynesian. She says angry white boy. What's wrong with that angry white boy? What's that? What's that?
Man, don't get it twisted. I'm Filipino. I'm the dog, like a mutt of Asia and Polynesia or whatever. No motherfuckers doesn't claim us. I don't care. I don't care.
He said, I don't care.
I don't care.
He big pun that shit. Little brown hands everywhere. I don't care.
I don't care.
That's right, a big pun reference. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Nope.
I gotta admit, I did.
We even had our own box on the fucking race thing. It's just
Say Pinoy?
it said Filipino on that motherfucker. On the real, that's grown people talk. That shit. At one point, when you had an interview and you were about to get hired by a certain company,
Yeah.
Filipino had their own race.
We're about to do our this wrestling show.
Ain't that a
in
bitch?
I can't even speak to God.
That sounded real confident, didn't it? That sounded real confident. How crazy did that be?
Some Tagalog dude, and you see the stream with the fucking with the translation on the side and shit.
And even the translation wouldn't get my shit right.
That should be hilarious.
Me speaking fucking Tagalog with these soup coolers?
Dude,
Yeah.
that sounded so confident, though, right?
You had me sold.
You
had me sold. Mabuhay from the other side of Vegas.
Oh, shit. That shit hilarious, dude.
Shit.
Oh, hey, shout out to T and Anna. Happy anniversary, guys.
Oh,
Love you
yeah.
guys, like,
Oh, happy
cooked
anniversary.
Food, cold food, all type of food.
Oh, yeah.
Love those girls.
Oh, man.
1 year getting married. CT working.
That's good shit.
Yeah, they're supposed to be together. They're something else. T's a pretty good DJ too. I don't even know. She'll do. But she gotta get them shoulders bouncing. You know, song.
Yeah, right.
When the shoulders start bouncing.
You know, everybody's got that certain moves, like when they in it.
You know,
When they in
EQ.
When they in it.
Yeah.
This motherfucker with that incense in the fucking mouth, right? With the fucking head bob.
Yeah.
And he steps back from the fucking decks, right? Puts the fucking the headphones down, and does it, because it only be for like maybe 4 or 8 count, right?
Yep.
And he's feeling his shit like this, with the motherfucking incense in his mouth, right there. And it's,
Well, listen.
but I had a bonus. I had a 16 count. Well, back to my point. Back to my point. When this motherfucker's feeling it,
Well, it's easy when he's getting booked without people listening to his sets.
right.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
just saying. But all of us got that one move,
You know,
right?
I do the pimp slide.
Right,
My little James.
Yeah,
I got a
just
James
something,
Brown
right?
action,
You
dude.
put down the fucking headphones.
Provided the floor is smooth enough for him to slide
Push
without,
up, push up.
without
I
tripping.
had fucked that shit up. I almost killed myself to end up doing that. Like, They didn't care. I was beating the shit out of them.
Man, they didn't care. Like DJ Allah got the fucking ankles. That motherfucker, his ankles be twisting this way and that way. Like, oh, this motherfucker feeling it. But, oh shit, right?
I'll play tracks.
Speaking of which, that reminds me that I forgot to send you that track. Because when you said that, it made me think of a track.
Yeah.
Oh, it made me think of a track that made me think about this dude because of the way he moves.
Do it, show it.
And matter of fact, I hit somebody up today. Big ups to my girl Latrice. She hit me with a mix, and matter of fact, the what I said to her was something along the lines of, it's easy to say that DJs play what they feel or what makes them move, but there's certain songs that you hear where you can actually see, it makes you think of somebody in particular because of the way they move.
It's a slash.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's, it's, fucking nuance, but
you gotta show it who it is.
What?
The EQ.
Oh, his shit? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not the 8. I'm not the 8-year-old doing the fucking moonwalk in the living room for company. I don't do shit on command. But
Y'all know what he does. Y'all know what he does.
yeah, I mean, because Mikey's known for not just what he does, but how he does it, and it's one of the few cats that I know that played a personal role in me figuring out, the role that I played in that. Because I've had people tell me that I move like Julius the Mad Thinker, Heather, and that was their interpretation.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Right. I can see that.
And I'm job ass offended because fuck them. I'm trying to do my own thing.
Right.
Just like,
Yeah.
But then after a while, I came to terms with that because people were like, yo, so when's your next show? Like, fuck, I like a goddamn clown. This ain't the fucking circus. What the fuck you mean when's my next show?
Motherfucker, man.
Ain't no goddamn performer.
Asking him we gonna play again.
No, dude, this motherfucker.
Because I'm a wordsworth. I mean, words mean something. I don't put on a goddamn performance. This is just what I fucking do. You know what I mean?
But
you can't.
But that was just me being me. I get it now. I'm sorry, but I get it now. I didn't at first because
motherfucker, man. Like you just got coated with a pound of sugar, and he fucking salted that shit with some fucking. He's squeezing that shit with the lemonade on his elbow and shit, dude.
Dude, he's the Pope compares him. He's like, I don't know about that. Maybe you should reconsider. Maybe you should reconsider.
This motherfucker.
for one, it was a long time ago. It wasn't like the shit happened last week. Goddammit. That was.
This goes to pattern, Your Honor.
You know what? Fuck you. But that was part of my growth. But that was the path that I took.
Growth.
Yeah, growth.
Yeah,
Growth.
Just like
That's
youth.
grown people talk right there. Growth.
Just like youth.
That's really right. The youths. The youths. That's.
We had the worst time.
But that was my
So
process.
sad, too.
And yeah, I'll admit I was offended at first because I'm trying to be me.
Yeah, he trying to do you. I get it.
But then it took me a while to realize that I wasn't reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, but try being in my shoes. You get it in, you're beating up, all of a sudden you find yourself going, I'm like, this motherfucker has influenced me. Clearly.
Yeah.
I've never done this.
If you
before.
don't know Roy,
I've never done this.
talk about a move. we was on the subject of certain moves of certain DJs. When this motherfucker's in it, you see this.
No, he's not. He's searching at that point.
No. But when that shit's done,
Yes, no, you're right. Yeah, you're
that's
right.
what I was gonna get.
That's it, really.
You better hold that shit tight. You better hold that shit tight. Cause he's gonna fucking put that shit in without no lube.
Yeah.
Am I right?
It's
You're not
fucking
wrong.
weird.
You're not
Am
wrong.
I right? When this is done,
I was in Kansas City doing it. I was like,
when this
oh,
motherfucker,
like this motherfucker has
when this
He
is
went nowhere around.
done, like he's fucking with your nuts right there, dude. Right? He's fucking with your nuts. He's fucking with your nuts, dude. And then when he's done, that tank is getting pressed. That shit, yeah, fuck around, fuck around.
So
That's real
the
talk
wheels
right
have
there.
officially fallen off.
That's real talk. We was talking about moves.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
This is true.
We was talking about moves.
In my humble defense, it's a byproduct of my lack of my ginkgo biloba deficiency. No, see, the thing is that the way I label and categorize shit, my memory sucks. How about that? My memory sucks, and I know what I want. I just don't know where the fuck it is. So when I'm looking for it, I can't remember the fucking name, and I'm like, where the fuck is it? And I'm like,
tickling my taint, nigga. You're
like,
tickling my taint, motherfucker.
And he's seen my system. I'm like, okay, when's the last time I played it?
It's
okay.
weird. That shit says fucking
hibiscus sangria.
Right. Eating donuts at motherfucking donut bar in San Diego.
But that's where I played it, and that's where it fucking worked. And that's where it stayed, and that's how
honestly,
I remember.
I ain't hating on that shit because I was.
Well, hey, let's talk about moves. Who am I?
Oh shit! How many matches in the matchbook?
When? What are you talking about? Oh, this is true. This is true.
Holy shit!
And then you get that chicken head when he does that fucking chicken head.
Yo.
Yeah, with the chicken.
And I love me some Mark.
Nah, I love Mark Farina.
Big ups to Mark. But what the fuck is he listening to?
Right.
Because he's not moving on the beat like at least 60% of the time.
I love it. He'll look. You go. I'm like,
Yeah.
but why you asking me, man?
He does that fucking chicken head. That chicken head.
Like it matters what I think.
I know.
Right. It don't matter. He does fucking. He's ripped me a new one 1,000 times.
Big ups to Mark. Holy shit.
I hit him up. I said, everybody had Mark Farina's shrine. He goes, I see your name on there. I said, yeah, why you make it put up there?
Right.
And I framed that shit.
But back to our DJ.
I'm not off the hook yet? Goddamn.
No. We was talking
You're off the
about.
hook. It's
Yeah.
time to play.
We playing?
No, let's finish.
All right.
Yeah.
But you was talking about. The subject was DJ moves.
Yeah.
And you were talking about somebody sent you a mix or a track.
Yeah.
Right. That made you think of something.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you put that all together, I'll be honest with you.
I'm high.
I know, I'm saying. The way you came to the ass and everything else, I'm surprised you put that shit all together.
I'm high and drunk.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't know, Monkey Bizzness is in full effect.
That monkey thing has a mask on it.
Right there. And right there.
You should put some strings on it.
Something.
Make it look just
Something.
The wheels are off this motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Best show in a minute.
you were saying a track would remind you,
The feeling, the slash, yeah.
right, of maybe even somebody you watched or.
Well, I mean, it's multifaceted because, like, for instance, when I let you hear that track, you know, it was tempo.
Yeah.
As well as the cadence.
Right.
You know, you got that that chug, and you got that soul, and the quality of dude's voice. That's a Mikeytown
That shit
joint.
had Mikeytown written all over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's certain criteria that you know.
Played at 112.
Man, you got your numbers. It's 121, son.
Twist that shit around. That's
right,
121.
It's 121, son.
Or at least 121-ish.
Yeah, dude,
You know,
come on, dog.
depending on the feeling. You know, but
121. Not like DJ Alla at 128. Fucking with you, dog.
big
Just
ups to
saying.
Allah.
I've never heard you. That track specifically is no better example of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you played, I'm talking within 16 bars, it like, yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, and then by the next 16, he was
On the streets of Fremont.
on the streets.
On the streets of Fremont. This is
We
true.
enjoyed ourselves for
This is
an
about an hour. We was-
By your car, to
Yeah.
listen to music and shit.
And that's still, I mean, yeah, I didn't even thump it. But it's just one of those tracks that just gets you, you know, in one way or another. It can, and being that, you know, most of us are multifaceted, you know, it can get me on the deep soulful side, vocal or no vocal, and it'll make me think of X, Y, and Z. Time, place, people, it doesn't matter. On the jacking side, time, place, people, you know, that's what I love about this shit. It's just fucking phenomenal.
Well, that's mad compliment to me, because if you hear a track and you think of me, I'm doing my job right.
I don't like to think about dudes that whole lot.
Yeah, I mean,
This
it's
is
just,
true. But, I mean, man,
damn,
and
that shit
the end of the day, we're all fans, right? I'm a fan of what you do. I'm a fan of what you do.
Likewise,
right?
Likewise.
Yes, sir.
Right? And we all came up as that guy sweating, well, from our day, hanging out in the DJ booth and fucking train spotting to see what next track was fucking playing.
Which reminds me, you know what the biggest compliment I ever got from you was a Sunday night playing with Natural Rhythm. You came up and you were like, hey, what was that track? Unapologetic. I
ain't got no fucking shame.
I was up in the bed, I said, I got you. I got you.
I ain't got no motherfucking shame. I don't give a fuck.
You said those two joints.
Honestly, if you doing your job right, I gotta know what the fuck you're doing because I need to add to my recipe, whatever. Fuck that,
that
dude.
was like the best comment. I was like, I got you.
I'm gonna bring this full circle because of that, and go back to the live stream, right?
Okay.
Now, a couple of months ago, I sent you a text.
Okay.
Cause I just installed new drives and a bunch of other shit, and I had a bunch of other shit that came up, and I bumped into an old video of Mikey at it just fucking closed down. It was one of the first times you played Vanguard.
Oh, for Soul Kitchen.
Soul Kitchen. Yep.
Shout outs to Edgar.
Now that was around the time that we met ish.
Right.
What year was that? What year was that?
Yeah.
You said, I don't know.
Yeah. Shaggy. Like, fuck.
It was
A while, a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I would say at least 10 years.
Because I want to say it was when Vanguard first got there.
Yeah. It was 10 years ish, right?
And that was the thing about it, because obviously before then, after then, I met a bunch of fucking DJs, you know, but and obviously it's easy to say that certain aspects of it is biased because I like what I like, music style wise,
right?
You know, but at the same time, do you leave an impact? What are you doing? You know, without putting on a show, what is it about you and how you approach your passion that makes a fucking difference?
Yeah.
So with me, matter of fact, and I sent you a text like a couple of months ago when I bumped into it. So I mean, bring that back around to the live streaming shit. And this is part of why it feels so mundane, because it's all just, you know, Jesus poses and heart hands and shit.
Man, that's
you know, and fucking salt lamps and dirty laundry.
Salt lamps.
You know, so
name my next album, Salt Lamps and Dirty Laundry. I'm writing that shit down. Y'all excuse me for you. I'm writing that shit down. Salt Lamps and Dirty Laundry. That shit. Hey, next EP's gonna be called that shit.
And you see, and I'm not okay. I do have a funny way of saying shit, but I'm not clowning. I'm just saying that's why it feels like, you know, screaming for noise and, you know, screaming for attention in a sea of noise, because the mundaneness of it all, because there's nothing individual about what I'm looking at.
Okay.
You know, on a scroll, and I'm not knocking the music. I'm not, you know, harping on you, you know, facilitating your passion. But is it really passion when? And matter of fact, a couple of years, when we first started this stream, and like the tech house was getting real popular and shit, and I'm like, what is this shit right here? Because everybody does it.
Oh, right.
You see what I mean? It's like...
Right.
I talk with the streams the same way I talk about all music. You got to ask yourself at the end of the day, is what I'm listening to or what I'm watching, I'm changing the listening, what I'm listening to, is it better than silence? And if it's not, then why am I listening to it? You know what I mean? It's the same thing with streaming. If it's not adding to my overall, is this better than silence? Or I'm just something to listen to background. I don't want something in the background. I want it to be good. I want it to be so good that I need to put on something that's better than just being.
See now,
shit
so
right there, boy.
I'll set it up. Now I'll play devil's advocate.
Of course, that's what he does.
That's what he does.
Because with that said, because I knew it was going to come up, but because, you know, with that said, you know, you want it to be good and blah blah blah. So how much do you put into it being good besides how you do what you do? See what I mean?
Feel you.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of cats are getting into green screen and all that shit, which is, you know, hey, I mean, it's cool.
I
mean,
like
I'm
the
not
balance of what you guys do. And I know I might be biased, but just I don't know why it was surprising to me. It was maybe for a half a second surprising. Yeah, that's me. But it didn't make sense because everything you guys do is so good. You know, so put together. Like when I saw your stream, I hit you up pretty close after.
Yeah.
Yo, this is, I mean, you know, this shit's dope. I mean, you know me, I ain't gonna fucking sugarcoat shit.
Right.
It was something that's different. So I guess you gotta find, everybody's gotta find that balance. I tell you what's a bad way to start. Don't have dirty laundry in your goddamn drawers, an unmade bed. I mean.
And tidy up your goddamn cables.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
If you're home, like, I mean,
what you
like.
guys did, you went the extra mile. You make sure you have someone in the chat. You make sure you have, you know, after just watch, because you only watch hands and face so much.
Right.
Then there's some time, however the timing is, here comes some people or some video to watch. And then you go back to it. It's you've put thought, and I think that passion comes out, just like we do when we do.
Right.
That's coming out, or at least that's how I took it from when it got streamed. So if
I
everyone
appreciate
can
that.
achieve
Yeah.
that,
Right.
whatever level that is, I don't know what, I mean, it's probably different from everybody else, but I would expect no less from you guys, because that's your brand. I'm not saying that's easy.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
Right.
But and I see how much, because you just look at everybody else's, but that's what y'all do.
I appreciate that.
I mean, if you do
Yeah.
shitty parties, I would expect drawers on the fucking floor. But y'all don't. But y'all don't.
I mean, dust up your fucking decks, man.
You know what I'm saying? Get a stripper, motherfucker.
I'm just.
Fucking
I mean,
microfiber. God
just
damn.
something. Back to you.
Some fucking
Back to your point with the
compressed air.
fucking the sea of noise,
Yeah.
right? And you trying to make something melodic.
Yeah.
I mean, back to your point that your passion comes out in what you do. The little things, right? The angle on the decks, the angle on the complete stream. And you guys have vibed off of me just from my facial expressions.
Yeah.
Who farted?
Right, stank face. Just stank face,
About to
right?
get good.
Yeah.
Or you in good, and you about to get some more good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, because that's kind of the duality of it. Because as you know, professional Pied Pipers, at some point, you know, you get used to knowing when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
There's that moment.
Yeah.
I call it farting in the mic and people
and,
still dancing.
and it's like, you know, like,
You know wrong.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it.
yeah, you know, like you know when it's not that you can't do any wrong, but
you know.
as of right now, it's working.
Yeah.
Unless I fuck it up, unless I fuck it up, you know, I got him. You know, so like I know I can go to 2 fingers now. Like I think it's good. You know, like.
We talking about farting in 2 fingers.
I'm sorry, Ma. My bad, Ma.
That was on him.
It's all about a track.
Yeah, you know, it's all about
was good.
it's all about taking chances and gambling and getting used to.
That's the good stuff. That's where the good shit lies.
Yeah, you know,
You catch that point when you know that you can, quote unquote,
when you start getting it right more than you get it
take
wrong.
that chance. Then that's when great shit happens.
Yeah,
At least that's my opinion.
yeah,
At least my experience.
yeah. Until it goes horribly wrong.
Hey, then you gotta be like the Kool-Aid man, right to the door, right to the wall. Full 100%. Don't short stroke it. If you're gonna fuck up brilliantly.
Man.
And then you got Grimace coming through
Yeah, you
afterwards.
gotta fuck up brilliantly, dude. Don't short stroke that shit.
Shit,
Yeah.
ain't nothing worse. I mean, it's one of those things where the risk reward. I mean, it made me realize how much of a gambler I am. You know?
That's what got you. That's what cleared it up for you.
Did this motherfucker guffaw? Like, did he like? Like, damn, you ain't.
Glottal-
That's it.
glottal-
That's it.
You know. Risk.
Good.
Risk, right? We've had that conversation where you play.
Who was?
Get your attention.
No, but if they know you, they know who you are without even trying.
Like, motherfucker, I'm here. You know,
For people.
make that known.
Okay.
But it's also time started. I know that, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, down to 6 and coming. Sometimes that depends on.
I'm gonna. You've seen my listeners.
Yeah. I had a penny dropper.
I play for pitches on
It's
Yeah, time.
right?
What's your
It's like